Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today what we're going to do is take a look at your person, okay? The soulmate, new love, all right? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. All right. This is for Sagittarius' person spirit. New love, please. What's going on with their person? Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. Overall energy for this week's reading for your person is the Three of Cups. This is talking about reunion, okay? It can speak of soulmate energy, like two people coming together, all right? There's three people in this card, but it is talking about celebration. I don't feel like this, if it's three people in the card, what this could be talking about is you, the twin, and the new person, okay? Because that twin is not going anywhere. They're trying their best to stay and munch off your energy. You know, I like to say that. So I feel like, you know, because usually the Two of Cups would be sufficient, but Spirit is giving you three of Cups because I do feel like it is talking about the twin, you know, still continuing to try to make an appearance, okay? Underneath this is the Nine of Cups. So you are this person's wish fulfillment, okay? They have wish for you with the star. This is Aquarius energy. I feel like they are healing themselves to prepare themselves for this connection. Underneath this is the Three of Wands. So while they're healing, they are waiting for their ships to come in because a tower moment is coming with the Scorpio energy, all right? This person has been stabbed in the back. They've had 10 swords to the back with the 10 of swords. They have been betrayed. They have had to close out cycles with people just like you have and had to walk away from, you know, what was no longer serving them, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying this Three of Cups. Okay, so you inspire this person, okay? This new person, this soulmate, all right? I feel like you've been in a lot of relationships where there's been a lot of breaking up and making up and breaking up and making up, specifically with this twin. The two of you have been doing that, okay? When it comes to your person, they are setting boundaries. They're learning how to set boundaries. This is the soulmate. We're not talking about the twin at all. They're learning how to set boundaries and knowing that they need to do this, because I feel like in the past your person has overgiven in relationships and then been taken for granted and been devalued because of it, okay? But then we've got the show compassion card here. So I feel like this is Spirit telling you that when this person comes in, please, you know, please show compassion for their plight, what they've been through, because they've been through similar circumstances as you. And if anybody can understand being dragged and being devalued and being breadcrumbed and ghosted and all these things, it is you, okay? All right, Sagittarius. So the first row, we have a 9-card spread here. The first row is the Justice, is 3 cards. It's the Justice card, the 5 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is representing the recent past, okay? Justice, Libra energy. Then we've got 5 of Swords here. And then, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart towards Virgo, Capricorn. So let me clarify. I want to clarify first before I say anything. Okay, because of all your person has gone through, right? They're in a self-sabotage energy, okay? In the recent past, they were, all right? And they were listening to the devil and not listening to the angel, because this person got hurt, okay? They were in need of balance with justice. So this is about your person. You know, this always shows up for you getting, you know, coming to a point in your life where you're going to get karmic justice, this person is going to get their karmic justice as well, the soulmate. Okay. So with the Five of Swords, I feel like this is talking about your person wanting to win at all costs. They're wanting to balance out their life at all costs, because with this Knight of Pentacles, they're wanting to come towards you with a long-term, stable, and committed relationship. Okay. All right. And then, like I said, to clarify the justice, we've got the self-sabotage card, but look, they're wanting to come through with this commitment. Okay. And I feel like they're building themselves up with this optimism card, because as I've told you before, Sagittarius, excuse me, I feel like this person, you know, they're intimidated by you because they care so much for you and they want to be with you. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, Sagittarius, the second row here represents what's currently going on in the present. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, towards Virgo, Capricorn. Then we have the Eight of Swords, okay? And then we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is that your person wants a long-term, stable, and committed relationship, all right? They have a lot of passion for you, okay? They want to be in this connection. They want to build something amazing with you, but they've been stuck in their head with this Eight of Swords, trying to clear out things that have happened to them as a result of the last connection they were in. Okay. So people don't want to believe me when I'm telling them that this is about the new person, because for some reason they think that the new person is, you know, because they're new, they're not supposed to have, you know, issues, but everybody's got issues. I tell y'all that all the time. And like I said, you heard me ask for new love. So this is talking about new love. So this person is balancing themselves out. Okay. They're gaining clarity about their life and about their situation, because they're stepping into this confidence so that they can come towards you with the commitment they're wanting to give you. Okay. All right. Okay. So when it comes to the last row, this is representing the immediate future. We've got three cards here. We have the King of Swords, we've got the Ace of Swords here, and we've got the Queen of Swords. So look, there's the couple there, the Queen and the King of Swords here. Okay. So I feel like what Spirit is telling me with this is that this is about you and your person becoming, you know, independent, standing on your own. Okay. I feel like your person has always been independent. All right, Sagittarius. But I feel like what has happened to him, slings and arrows, that's what I'm hearing. They've suffered a lot of slings and arrows when it's come to love. And at times that has beaten your person down. Okay. Because they're human just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, this person is all about truth. They're also about communication. And this Ace of Swords is sitting between the King and the Queen. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is that this person is preparing themselves to come forward to give you the communication that you're wanting. But this is how it's sitting. All right, let's clarify. Yep, that's what I said. Communication. There it is. Yeah, see? Okay, so they're tapping into their spirituality. As I've said, this person is an empath, and they are being guided by Spirit for the two of you to come together in divine timing. Okay. And like I said, the Ace of Swords is being clarified by the communicate card, meaning that this person is going to want to come forward and communicate with you because they're ready to confess. They're ready to confess so that they can give you this commitment card here. All right. This commitment. All right. Okay, so we're going to get some messages from Spirit and see what else they want to tell you about this reading. Okay, Spirit is telling you with the Fate card that this is a destined connection. There's marriage showing up again. We got the commitment card and the marriage card showing up here. So you see the ring and there's the marriage. It says this relationship is moving towards a sacred union. And then the last card says integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? This is what you need to ask before you get into any type of relationship, Sagittarius. Spirit is also talking about, you know, any type of relationship, not just romantic, platonic, you know, what's going on with your things that are going on with your family, all of this. You need to know if this is aligning with the type of person that you are now, because a lot of you have done a lot of healing. You have changed. Okay. You have stepped into a different timeline. You are a different person experiencing different things. And so, you know, what once worked for you when it comes to your relationships may not work for you, you know, moving forward. Okay. We'll have to do a reading about that. One of these days, one of these weeks when I read, I'll have to do something about that, because I feel like it's just as important to focus on what's going on with you as it is to focus on what's going on with your person. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from your person. We're getting messages from the new love. We're not entertaining the twin at all. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So we've got expectation. It says, I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know that I have a lot of expectations I know that you have a lot of expectations from me, and I'm trying to stand for that. But at times I feel so far away from you that I'm afraid to let you down or disappoint you. Like I told you, this person cares a lot about what you think because they have these feelings for you. Okay. All right. Then we've got wanting. It says, I am feeling the urge to come towards you. I can't help wanting you sexually. Your energy excites and allures me. I want your touch and I'm craving you. Your body turns me on. I just want you right now. Please come home, baby. So this person, like I said, it's not just love. You know, of course they got lust. You want, you know, you want love and you want lust. You don't want just love, because when you want just love, you got to lust after the person to want them, right? So I feel like it's an equal amount of both. I feel like the love that this person has for you is so strong that it drives the lust. Okay. All right. So let's get some more messages. Okay. So we've got, I'm on guard because you could crush me at any moment. All right. So like I said, you got a lot of power, you know, over this person because of the way that they feel about you. Okay. It says life without you is meaningless. Okay. It said they have found the one that they want to be with. And I feel like this person had, you know, has been looking, even if it wasn't directly. I feel like it was a thing where I hear, you know what I hear? I hear, what is it? Lisa Stansfield. I've been around the world. So they've been around the world and they couldn't find their baby. And then one day you just popped up and they saw you, and it was like they were gone. You were the person that they, you know, that they wanted to be with. Okay. It says you are my everything. Then you've got, I choose you above all others. You know, I had somebody come to me in the comments. You know, I got to talk to you about the comments. So I had somebody come to me in the comments, actually today, telling me about their situation. It was like a bunch of word vomit. Let's just be honest, because you know I'm going to tell you the truth. We don't sugarcoat. So this person was talking about, um, how this person, how does this person, you know, love me because, you know, they don't even know me and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, you clearly don't listen. You're clearly not listening to anything I'm saying to you in the readings. Okay. Like I said, this is a past life connection with this person. There is soul recognition. You have lived many lives with this person before. And just because you don't know them in this lifetime, it does not mean that this person, that you don't know this person at all. Okay. Like I can't, the only thing I can do for you is to describe my situation. Okay. It was like when I saw my person for the first time, it didn't click that very first time. Okay. Because I just looked at them and then I went away. But then they came up again. They kept coming up for me to see. And the second time I saw them, that was when the activation, I'll say, occurred. And I was able to realize I had soul recognition and I knew that this person was my person. Okay. You will know. All right. So like I said, you may have questions about that. All I can do is describe my experience and describe what I've been hearing from other people in the comments. And they're all, you know, their stories all align with mine. That when they saw this person for the first time, they knew that this person was their person. Okay. So you're going to know if it's them or not. Because I have people asking me for initials, asking me for all this stuff, but it's a collective reading. So I could give you all the letters of the alphabet and It may resonate, it may resonate, it may not resonate, because you're gonna know when you see this person. There's no need for initials. Okay. So I'm saying all this to say that this person is coming. Oh, and also the person was talking about, this person is in the spotlight. I can't be with them because I'm this and I'm that. And, just all these things they were saying. And I'm like, okay, so let me put this out here for y'all. This is based on free will. Spirit is offering you a chance to be with somebody who can be your life partner. Okay. Look at the bottom of the deck. Somebody who can be your life partner. It's a beautiful thing. But if you decide for whatever reason that it's not for you, it's up to you. Just like those people who are still trying to entertain the twin. If you decide that that's the way you want to go, and you want to continue to go through issues with somebody who for a lot of you is not doing anything to heal themselves, that's your prerogative. You have free will. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not judging you one way or the other. I am just saying that just because something is offered to you, it does not mean you have to accept it. So it is up to you wherever you are at that point or whatever. It's up to you. But let me say this. If you choose not to accept this person, or you choose to go back to the twin, please don't come at me in the comments with the BS. Because I'm going to tell you straight up. Don't come at me in the comments, with the BS, because just because Spirit is telling you about this, you didn't sign a contract saying that because Spirit is telling you about this, that you have to choose this person. You have to be with them, or, you're choosing to go back to the twin. That's your choice. We're humans. You have a right to do whatever you want to do, whether it's the popular opinion or not. And I'm not here to shame you or make you feel bad, but I'm telling you, y'all, those of you who are watching me, because I feel like the majority of you, this is not applying to you. Okay, so let me say that. But it's that few of you that are popping in here, that's stepping into my house, because this is my house here. You're stepping into my house and you're coming at me strong about what Spirit is telling me, like, somebody told you this was your last day on earth. Like it's such a crazy thing that you don't want to believe it. So if you don't want to believe it, if you feel like this is not your story, if it's not resonating with you, you can move along. I'm not trying to sit here and argue with anybody in the comments. So I'm telling you this to let you know, you choose whatever you want to choose, but know that it is your decision. And if you miss out on anything, or if anything doesn't go the way you want it to go, don't come at me in the comments about it, because that's your choice, and all choices have consequences. So remember that when you make whatever choice you choose to make. Okay. All right. So your person is telling you they're always going to come back to you. Okay. Then we've got, I take you with me wherever I go. All right. Like I said, this person thinks about you all the time. And then we've got, you and your love are worth it. Okay. So whatever this person is having to go through in order to prepare for this connection, they're all for it, because they just want to be with you. Okay. They feel like they found their person. Like I told you, I feel like I keep hearing that. I've been around the world. The Lisa Stansfield song is an old song. And they were looking, like I said, it didn't have to be a direct look, but they were looking, wondering when their person was going to show up. And now their person has shown up. So they're going to make an honest and concerted effort to come towards you and sweep you off your feet. Okay. All right. One last, ooh, they got a lot of stuff. Okay. So they love you. All right. They want you so badly. They're ready to tell you how they feel. We know this because we got the confession card showing up here, right? They feel so drawn to you. They admire you. Almost the whole deck fell out on my table. They need security. And I feel like what they're saying with this is that they're coming in and they're going to give you security. They're going to hold a soft space for you to land and to be there. And you're going to have their loyalty. You're going to have their love. You're going to have their faith. You're going to have their belief, all of these things. And they're wanting the same thing in return. Okay. And then we've got, I'm recovering. So I feel like it's, they're recovering from what happened in this other connection, the last connection with this other person. Okay. All right. So before you go, we're going to pull some Romance Angel Oracle cards to see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading. Okay. So yeah, Spirit is telling you that this is your soulmate. I just saw the soulmate card show up. So they're clarifying that yes, they're talking about your soulmate. But like I said, don't sit and think that because this person is is a soulmate that they don't have no issues. Don't think that you're not going to have hard times with this person. Don't think that you're never going to have an argument with this person, because at the end of the day, it's still a real relationship. Okay, it's not going to be like it is with that twin, because the twin is like on some other bullshit. Okay, but we're talking about this person. And so spirit is telling you with these romance angel oracle cards to free yourself. All right, it's time to take back control of your life. All right, some of you may be stuck in the Eight of Swords energy, or this twin could still be contacting you, still trying to be in your life, because like I told you, this person, the twin, is an empath as well, even though they're going through the narcissistic BS that they go through, because they're the divine masculine. And it's a thing where they are running and not wanting to acknowledge certain things, not wanting to tap into their spirituality, but they still got psychic gifts too. Remember that. So this person can feel you moving away from them. They can feel this new energy coming into your energy. They can feel all of these things. So like I said, for some of you, this person may already have started to spontaneously try to show up in your life because they're trying to keep you stuck. Okay. Then we've got the reconciliation card. So spirit is saying someone from your past is returning to your life. Like I said, for some of you, you may not want to hear this, but I got to tell you, because I had somebody tell me this in the comments. Actually, it was today, that they had somebody come back from their past, okay, from this past life, and that they just showed up in new energy. So you got to look at it like this, Sagittarius. Like I said, you want what you want. I get it. You don't have to accept whatever comes forward, but people can change, because you got to think about it. You going through a transformation, you going through a change. And what if there was somebody in your past that, you may not have been your best when you were with them, and then they come back again. All right. You want them to be able to accept you, but it's your choice. Like I said, I'm not telling you to do one thing or to do another. I'm just saying you make your choice. Spirit is showing you the options, like the matrix, the red and the blue pill. They're showing you the options. You decide which one it is you want to choose, but it is your choice at the end of the day, and it's your consequences, whatever you choose. Okay. All right. Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius.